Hello, students. Welcome to to module 5. I'm going to take you outside today so that you can see a beautiful view of our gorgeous city, Buffalo. So hopefully you can see that in the background. Oh, it's so faint. That's maybe a little bit better, but it's such a pretty city. And hopefully you can get at least a little bit of a feel for that. Okay, so here we are. We're in module 5. We're actually in week 6 of the course. And this week we are devoting ourselves, pardon me for moving around here. We are devoting ourselves to urban planning and design. And a little bit of background here. Modern urban planning and design as a profession really was started in the early decades of the 20th century. And it was largely as a response to the appalling sanitary, social, and economic conditions of our rapidly growing industrial cities. Today, urban planning can be described as a technical, physical, and political process concerned with the welfare of people, the control of land and water uses, the design of urban environments, including transportation and communication networks, and the protection and enhancement of the natural environment, particularly the natural urban environment. Like a lot of design disciplines, planning and urban design are team sports. They involve people with expertise in civil engineering, architecture, law, public health, economic development, sociology, geography, and sustainability. The list goes on and on. After all, as we all know, cities are complex and often messy entities, and they therefore require a lot of interdisciplinary synthesis. So this week, we're going to be looking at urban planning and design from multiple points of view. In particular, we will study the uniqueness of urban development in the US, the big problems that cities face, and the potential solutions that will help cities to continue to thrive. We have a rich selection of materials for you to enjoy. First, please watch or read the overview. That's this thing we're doing right now. Then look at the objectives, and those give you some clues for what's going to be on the quiz for the week. Then take on our reading and viewing activities. So this week, your first article and your second article are introductions to urban planning and design. The first one is an article by John Levy from his very well-known book called The Need for Planning. It's just a couple of pages long, but it's a very good beginning. And then secondly, we have a little bit longer article by Cliff Ellis, which is called The History of Cities and City Planning. So those two readings give you a very good overview. And then if you want the very speedy version, you can watch the video titled A Brief History of US City Planning. This is really one of these things that feels like it's very sped up. It makes me kind of nervous and jittery just watching it, but it gives you a lot of really great information in a short period of time. Then watch the second in the PBS series, 10 That Changed America. And this week, you're going to be looking at 10 towns that changed America. Subsequently, we ask you to watch the powerful film Citizen Jane, which is about one of the very well-known urban planners, Jane Jacobs. And it's a full-length feature, but that has won many awards, especially in the documentary category. And it's about two individuals with very radically different approaches to urban planning in the US. And then finally, we have a TED Talk for you, which is called In Search of Human Scale by the world-renowned urban designer, Jan Gehl. So you can probably sense a trajectory here. First, you're given the background that you need to understand the basics of planning. And then we show you how even the best of planning intentions can go wrong. And then finally, we provide examples that offer some hope for positive change. After you've completed the activities, you're ready to take the quiz, which will cover all of the materials for the week. And then as usual, you will participate in the discussion group. There's one question this week, but there are two parts to that question, which is going to allow you to practice the See It method of critical thinking twice. Okay, and then finally check out the something interesting category. If you have something that you would like to contribute to that category, we would love to post it and include it in our course. And then finally, this is just a perfect week to visit downtown Buffalo, to think about what works and doesn't work in this really wonderful city. You can tell that I love Buffalo. You also might want to think about the University of Buffalo as a planned city of over 35,000 people, if we include the faculty, the staff, and the students. What works and doesn't work in our academic city? Think about all three campuses. They're so different. What works and what doesn't work on those campuses? Which of Jane Jacobs and Jan Gel's ideas are at work on the UB campuses? And maybe more importantly, which are not? Okay, that's it. Enjoy your week. Do something new and do something fun. And know that if you have any questions at all, we would love to help. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.